I've learned over the years, in the last few years, it's like magic. If I let the hand do the talking, it probably knows more than I do. It has a different kind of journey and it feeds me. When I'm trying too hard to impose my will, it all goes wrong and it's exhausting and I'm just stuck in a place called ego. It's all completely out of my control and I've only ever got into trouble when I've tried to fight the hand because it's stronger than me. Also is the philosophy of the work, is to work with what I've got. And that I've learned over the years is incredibly important. It's no use sitting in the studio and wishing I had money to do this and to do that. I have to acknowledge that, which I had a real problem with growing up in the art world, is that, but I now see it as a celebration. But for me, more is never enough. I never understood how some people could work in a very simple, purist way. I can't. Excess is my middle name. I work in a series, a sequence of things. I have a lot going on at the same time. And it's what can I do today? What do I feel like doing today? I feel I should do that. I think I should do that, but I do that because it feels right. So it's a very positive space. The thing I'm interested in is now, the right moment, the right time, the right place. So it's not then and it's not tomorrow. I find that my subconscious knows a lot more than me and things are connecting, which in a way I couldn't have preconceived. So there is already an element and an engine of surprise, which I need as an artist. For me, the drawings are almost like sketches, which all the work is, in a way, like a study for something that may or may never happen. And the engine room of the subconscious is somehow there in the drawings, and I couldn't create a logical approach to those drawings. So I have to use serendipity, I have to use chance, a bit like tarot. They are completely overwhelming. I think the journey is much bigger than me, so it's constantly a changeable thing, and it's much more interesting to open up something that is, you know, hints at narratives. I've always loved objects, and I've always loved to play with objects, not in a particularly art context way. It's just in my DNA. So it's been a real pleasure to in the last few years to work with objects or sculptures that really find me. So it's like drawing. There's no direct way to acquiring materials. It never occurred to me to make sculptures. It felt odd that I had not given myself permission to work outside of my comfort zone. I know nothing about sculpture. I know about sculpture in terms of contemporary art and artists working with sculpture, but technically I'm completely self-taught. I have no idea what I'm doing, so it's really exciting. I loved to draw as a child, and I instead of looking at television, I would just draw, and I never knew what I was doing. Recurring themes would appear, which I can still see to this day. Once it's photographed, I kind of can't touch it again. It's an odd rule, but it does help because anything that's not photographed, I can turn upside down, turn back to front. I can tear it in half. I can keep working. It's a kind of recycling. And it doesn't matter. I know when things are stopped because they have a moment in time which I have identification or connection with, if not understanding. It's enough for me to trust the work has truth and integrity on my terms.